ever went out to eat, there was no vegan options available in any restaurant. So it would be a standard to have chips and salad. It was just like what you did for years and years until restaurants started making vegan options. So tonight we've gone back to basics and we're having chips and salad. But not any chips and salad. We're going to make a really awesome vegan Caesar salad with some truffle chips. So, chips are in the oven. The salad's basically prepared. So what on earth am I doing here? What I'm going to show to you tonight is the dressings and the dips that we do with a kind of dish like this. Because obviously anyone can make a basic green salad, but it's the Caesar sauce that really brings it together. And with the truffle chips, we're going to be making a really awesome vegan truffle mayonnaise. But both of those things start with one basic ingredient, which is vegan mayo. So I'm going to show you how you can make your own vegan mayo. Of course, you can buy a jarred vegan mayo. There's loads of different brands that do it now, including supermarket owned brands. But I'm going to be doing a homemade vegan mayonnaise. So let's get cracking. So what you really need for this, first of all, is an immersion blender. A regular jug blender like that one is not going to work for this. You need one of these kind of blenders. And you need, I've got a pint glass here that I'm going to do it in, so it fits nicely into there. So let's add in the ingredients. So first up, we've got some aquafaba. So I've actually got, as you can see, a carton of aquafaba here. It's essentially just the juice from a tin of chickpeas. So you can, of course, just use that. The only reason I'm using this tonight is because, firstly, I haven't got any tins of chickpeas in my pantry. And secondly, I already got this that needs using up. But you can use either or. It's exactly the same thing. So we're going to be putting in 3 tablespoons of aquafaba. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next up is some white wine vinegar. And it's 2 tablespoons of this. As you know from my other videos, I don't often measure things accurately. I'm quite a chuck it all in and see how it goes kind of cook. But with this sort of recipe, accuracy is quite important, otherwise it doesn't work. It's a bit like baking. I always measure accurately for baking. So next up, some Dijon mustard. Oh, Andrew, Grey Poupon. Oh, it's like in Wayne's World where they show off about this, don't they?
Unfortunately, we're not getting paid for it. But
no. Product placement, 1 teaspoon of Grey Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
Or any other Dijon mustard that your heart desires, of course. Some salt. I've got some pink Himalayan salt here. And we're adding about 3/4 of a teaspoon. So about that much. You can use any salt that you've got, but we like pink Himalayan salt. Some extra virgin olive oil. 1 tablespoon. And then lastly is some plain old vegetable oil or sunflower oil. 250 ml, which I've already measured out. And that's in there. So we're going to add in. So as you can see, it is quite an oily thing, but mayonnaise is. There are other recipes out there which are lower in fat, but I figure you only use a little amount of mayonnaise because it's a dressing. And this one tastes real good. So what we're going to do now, it's all in the glass, as you can see. Yeah, it looks a bit like half a pint of cider or something, doesn't it?
Let me get in position for this magic to happen.
Okay, so your immersion blender, you're going to pop it in and you're going to just zhuzh it. So let's see how this goes. And there you go. In about 10 seconds, you've got vegan mayonnaise. I think I wouldn't mind it's a little bit thicker. So let's just give it another few seconds. Okay. So there we go. Now, I must stress to you how an immersion blender makes this magic happen. With a regular jug type blender, it just doesn't have the same effect. You do need an immersion blender. And look, as you can see,
high velocity or
beautiful, thick
I didn't get that.
Mayonnaise sauce. And so I'm now going to go ahead and decant about half of this out. which will be used for our Caesar dressing, and the other half, which is in here. Also, I'm not being funny, but check out how cheap this is. These ingredients are cheap. I know oil is more expensive than it used to be, but even so, all of these bits, it definitely was like under £1 to make that. And you probably got the equivalent of one of the large Hellman jars here, which is, I think, about £2.80, £3. So it's also a lot cheaper to make it yourself, if you can. So this one is going to become our truffle mayo. So all I'm going to do to this, dead basic, I've got some olive oil with white truffle here, available from all big supermarkets. This is beautiful. I've actually already drizzled some of this onto the chips that are cooking in the oven to give them that nice truffly flavour. So all I'm going to do now is just pop a little drizzle, probably about a tablespoonful, into this half of the mayo. And again, just go right in with my immersion blender. Just need to give it a stir through. And I'm just going to also add in a little bit of black pepper to this. And then we have black truffle mayo. Okay, so we're now ready to make our Caesar salad dressing. So I've just put the mayonnaise that I made earlier in the fridge. So I'm going to grab this out. There we go. And again, I've got my pint glass and my immersion blender out. So let's start getting the ingredients ready that are going to go into this. Got my tablespoon measurer to hand. So first up, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of nooch or nutritional yeast. Sure, most vegans are already quite familiar with what this is, but for those of you that don't know, it's a really good cheesy, nutty substitute, really full of vitamin B12, very healthy, it's all good stuff. So next, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, Grey Poupon. Okay, keep that tablespoon there. Maple syrup. Oh, 1 tablespoon of it's a scant tablespoon because that's all we've got left. So that will be a little bit short, but that's okay. Some soy sauce, 1 tablespoon. In it goes. Some olive oil. Yes, more oil. Oh, I'm trying to open this with still holding my tablespoon there. Okay. In it goes. Next up, I think we could lose a tablespoon actually now. A clove of garlic. It's a large one, so if you only got small garlic, maybe put 2 in, but that is a 1 clove of garlic large. Okay, and 2 teaspoons of capers. In they go. The juice of half a lemon. This is actually quite a big one to get into my little squeezer.
Does it go the other way?
Do you know what? I think no, it doesn't. I think I'm going to have to default to my old school lemon squeezer because my little gadget. This lemon was too big for it, so we're going to go back to the old school, squeezing it like this. My little Nigella Lawson lemon. I've had this about 20 years. This one. In it goes. And then our mayo. So
this is the truffle.
Yeah, no, this is the plain mayo that we made. So about half a cup of vegan mayo. In it goes. And then back in with the blender, we're going to give it a nice zhuzh up. We want to grind all these capers down, so it might take a minute or 2. I actually cannot wait to have a taste of this. Fun fact, I've never made this before. So let's see how it tastes. I think both Andrew and I can have a taste of this one. Wow. That tastes everything like I imagine. Oh, Jesus, that's actually really good. What do you reckon?
It's full of taste.
It's
very
amazing,
tasty
isn't
thing,
it?
yeah.
The nutritional yeast gives it that cheesiness that you would get from the Parmesan.
Crikey, it's got a big aftertaste as well.
And the
It's still
capers
going.
give it that saltiness you'd normally get from the anchovies in like a traditional Caesar dressing. I'm really happy with that.
I can still taste that now.
It's
That's a
beautiful,
really
isn't it?
strong, long-lasting taste.
This dinner's going to be mega. Okay, so we get back to you when we're ready to dish up. So as you know, we've got some chips in the oven. I've also done some of the This Isn't Chicken pieces. I've given them a little fry and they're sitting there. It's okay to have them cold, it's a salad. So they're ready to go. And I've also got here, as you can see, my bowl of romaine lettuce. I've also got some croutons there just in the air fryer. So we'll grab those out in a minute. We're going to throw it all together and show you what we've got real soon. Okay, so everything's ready to rock and roll. So let's put it all together. We've got our big bowl of romaine lettuce. So I'm going to add in the croutons that I made earlier. Obviously, some of this stuff isn't important, so we didn't do it on camera. And then the This Isn't Chicken pieces. In they go. So now we're going to add in our lovely Caesar salad dressing. Just drizzle, oh mate, this is going to be a feast. Get all of that in, all that beautiful tastiness. And let's give it a little toss with the salad tongs. So one thing we're also going to add to this, which is a traditional thing in a Caesar salad, would be Parmesan. And I've got some of this mozzarella granary.
It's easy for you to say.
Yes. I bought this the other day. We went to Pureza in Camden and they have a little, as well as a beautiful restaurant, they got a little cheese section where you can buy some cheeses to take home. So we got some of this. It's a vegan Parmesan. So let's whack that all on there. Do you know what? I might just go crazy and put the whole packet in. Because, you know, there's a few of us that are going to be eating
You're
this.
bloody mental.
I know. Let's give it a good old mix through. I really want to get the maximum amount of flavour from this dinner. And it's just to go to show that something that's quite simple, like salad and chips, can actually be really blooming delicious. Right, so let's get you dished up, Andrew, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to put some of this lovely Caesar salad into the bowl, like that. And then here are my truffle chips. So just regular old chips, kept the skins on because it's all the goodness is in the skin, of course. Bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of truffle oil for extra tastiness. And then onto here, of course, we will add some of our truffle homemade mayo as a nice little dip. And Andrew, would you be so kind to do the honours of tasting this dinner and giving us your thoughts? There you go. So let's swap over. Okay. Oh, hi there, Andrew.
All right, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Looking good, babe. I like your mullet.
Thank you. I know. It was,
Andrew went to the barber's. He got a new hairdo.
It was from an old guy who he was old.
Did he have a mullet?
No, he's great. His hair was all grey, and he must have been like into his 70s. But he had a black toupee on. It was like the most obvious.
Bless his heart.
Because my hair was getting long, and he literally did the opposite of what I was going to do. I said, "Can you get the back up, but leave the front a little bit long?" And he did the opposite, and he gave me a mullet. So
I think it is good. I like it.
Also, I said you're the expert, so you know.
Anyway, let's get back to the dinner. Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
It's really good. That's the truffle stuff on there, isn't it?
No, that is the Caesar salad dressing. This is the truffle mayo.
Oh, that's the truffle mayo.
So you want to try a bit of that maybe on a chip?
Well, I was going to go for this because it's got the salad in there, the lettuce, the Romanian lettuce or something.
Romaine lettuce, not Romanian.
Like, this is the lettuce that Dracula would eat, would it?
No, it's just romaine lettuce.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be Italian.
So with the lettuce is quite fresh and crisp and everything, it works really well with the heavy sort of sauce on it. Chip with the truffle.
Yeah, try truffle chip.
It's delicious. It really is. So what we got? Chips and salad.
Chips and salad, baby.
It's really good. Everybody needs to eat them right now. So
Let's cut this. Let's cut this and have our dinner.
let's eat it.
It's been lovely cooking for you tonight, guys, and we hope to see you real soon. Bye.